Charlani TV. So I am continuing on with the Christmas decoration store away, and today we're gonna tackle the mantle, and we're gonna see where this takes me. I may end up going around and picking more stuff up from, like, we've got this table right here, we've got pillows, side tables, all the things. So I've got my Disney music on. My favorite lately has been Ambient World's YouTube channel. You guys, if you like ambiance when you're doing things, I love the YouTube, just like music to put it on in the background. But the Pandora Avatar, that music video, oh, love it. And it's, I don't know, it's like 2.5, 3 hours. It's forever. So that's what I've got playing on, and I am just gonna walk around and get started and start putting things away. So if you wanna know how this is gonna go from that, let me get that better. That was super professional right there. If you want to know how this goes from this to this, then just keep watching. I'll see you in the video. I bought a lot of new holiday decorations this season, and I definitely knew that I was gonna need extra bins. So I purchased 4 of these bins at Target. And my goal was every single holiday item that I purchased, it needed to fit in these bins, plus obviously the bins that I already had. A lot of the decorations were right around our living room, so I was hoping that in just 2 to 3 bins that we would be able to get everything put away and everything put into those 3 bins, because a lot of the things in the living room were some of our newer items. This season, I was definitely all about the greenery, all about the picks. I loved these pine cones. We had some extra garland around, so I tried to keep like items with like items, but it really doesn't matter as I'm packing everything away, and I'm kind of realizing that, you know, next year, things will go in different places for sure. Like I said, a lot of this stuff was new, so I'll put things probably in different locations next year or use them in a different way. So that bin was pretty well packed, and my game plan was to put everything here on the coffee table. Yes, glitter for days, but my thought was, if I get everything on the coffee table, I could limit the amount of glitter that I have on my hardwood floors, because, oh my gosh, I am like literally cleaning glitter for months after Christmas. So I tried to keep everything here in the living room and just kind of brought everything to the bins here in the living room. So then I tackled the mantle, and this was actually really, really easy. I just pulled the flowers out, I put everything down into the bin, and it fits really nicely together. And this garland, all I had to do was take the lights off of it. It was pre-lit, but I had added those twinkle lights. They were absolutely my favorite. Rolled it up, stuck it in that bin, and most of the things that were in the living room fit into these 3 bins, which I was really, really happy about. I'll be honest in saying that I was a little bit worried. I had 2 really big like holiday hauls, decoration hauls, and I wasn't sure how everything was going to fit together, but it all worked out just fine. So took the lights out. I'll show you here in just a minute how I was storing these lights, but grabbed all of the picks in the foliage, all of those little cranberry clusters off, and put everything into 1 bin. And pretty much just like that, we are done. So Rob and I had to make a quick trip to Lowe's. We lost a blade on our ceiling fan, so Rob needed a humongous ladder to reach it and get to it. So we bought a new fan, and this was Rob installing it. However, I realized very quickly that using the coffee table while he was doing this was probably not a great idea because he had hammers and screwdrivers and all the things on the top of that ladder. So I ended up moving everything just into the living room. And really, it worked out just fine. I actually ended up with a lot more floor space. I was able to use the table to kind of hold the boxes so that I could easily pack things away, and I was able to see everything that needed to go into the bins, so this actually worked out just fine. I pulled the extra storage bins out of the storage closet. I pulled all of those boxes out of the storage closet, and everything was here, which was really nice because I could see what still needed to be packed, and then I could kind of take inventory of how much space I had left in all of the bins, and then I could just kind of like Tetris everything in there and get everything nice and compact and just make full use of all the space. So those baskets, everything that has batteries, I took the batteries out, put them in a baggie, and I just like wrote on the baggie Christmas light batteries so that we know that when we use them, they may not last as long as a brand new battery. So I got everything put back into their boxes. I always keep the boxes that come with the more fragile items. And you guys, figuring out how this moose fit into this box was ridiculous. It took me forever. So finally figured that out. Left it open because there was a big space there, and I was thinking if I needed extra room for something, I could shove something in there. See that big space right there? I actually ended up not having to use it because you can see that these bins were full, but they weren't like stuffed to the brim. We had plenty of room, which I was really, really happy about. And you can see that some of the softer items I just put around some of the more fragile items, like that pillow went right next to that ceramic cookie jar. And that's kind of just what I was thinking going through all of this. If you can use some of the items that you already have as cushion for some of the more fragile items, then I feel like you can get a lot more use out of the storage that you have. Like you can fill in all of those nooks and crannies. So again, just walked around, started grabbing things, putting things in wherever they would fit. My main goal was really trying to, and making sure, I should say, that all of our decorations fit into all of the storage bins and boxes that I already had. So I just pulled that box over and I was able to wrap. So the mugs I would wrap in packing paper that came with some of the things that I bought from Amazon. I kept a lot of that packaging, so I was able to wrap our mugs in them. And then I had smaller mugs that fit into the larger mugs, so I was able to pack those away and make them as compact as I could. So all of the lights, again, took the batteries out of them. It keeps them from being corroded. I find that if you just let the battery sit into things that aren't actually in use, that there's like a corrosion factor there, and that's just annoying. So I take all the batteries out and store everything in, and then I just take my 2 fingers and I wrap the lights around them. So I'm a stickler when it comes to lights. I do not have the patience for tangled lights, so I take extra care to put them away correctly. I believe work smarter, not harder, even if it takes an extra minute, because tangled lights to me, no fun. tried to make the best use of each bin, and if something didn't fit, I tried something else or I rearranged it, and everything just, it'll work out. If you saw my undecorate with me for the Christmas tree, you'll know that this is my Christmas tree and all the ornaments that's already in here. So I am just putting everything in here Tetris style. Listen, it's gotta fit in here. This is my holiday decorations storage closet. In the past, we have had things in the attic and the garage. It was super inconvenient, so we moved everything into one spot, which I absolutely love. There's no bugs, it's easy access when I want it, and it's so much better than having all of this stuff sitting in a garage or where it's really hard for me to get to. I used every inch in each bin, and I used all the room in this storage closet. So you can see that I still have room in here for my pillows and my towels. It felt so good to get all of this done, but holy, do I have a mess to clean up. We're definitely gonna have to do a deep clean really soon. I'm gonna have to put that on my schedule here in the next week or so, but everything looks so plain. We had so many decorations up for the holidays that everything now just looks a little bit sparse, but that's okay. We're gonna clean things up and get things kind of put back together. And we are done, finally. Everything is in the storage. I have a huge mess now that we need to clean up, and I'm just going to put things back. I'm going to do a quick wipe down of all the areas because honestly, there is glitter again all over the floors, all over all the things. I need to find a new bin for these pillows, and I have the towels and the washcloths from the guest bath in the laundry room. So once those are done, I will put those and I will put the pillows in a bin, and then they will go right down there and we will be good to go. I actually, the way that things worked out in here, I may just stick the pillows, just throw them up in here and not even put them in a bin. In fact, that's probably exactly what I will do, and just fill in some of the holes that are in here. And that'll keep things from shifting around. Not that I think that any of that's gonna shift around because we're in Texas, and I hope I don't jinx myself when I say chances of us having an earthquake. Like that would be a concern in California, but we're not there. So I am going to wrap things up a little bit. And like I said, I'm just going to kind of do a quick wipe down because we're gonna have to do a deep clean here in the next week or so. All right, bye guys. Okay, so as I was wrapping stuff up last night, I had completely forgotten about two things. The first thing is we had all of our fall decorations just waiting in our guest room, and I needed to make room for them in our storage. I also had forgotten that I had put garland and lights above our hutch, so I needed to make room for those as well. Luckily, we had plenty of room left over in our storage, so I was able to get everything in. This is what it ended up like. I put all the garland right here. The lights are there as well. I had found this and remembered that yesterday too, so put that in a baggie. Those will be ready for next season. Got everything in here. Everything fit. Good news, we still have room because we have all of this height up here. That makes me super excited for next year. And look at that. All the organization and all the space. All right, I hope that this video gives you some inspiration, maybe if you're looking for it to put your holiday stuff away. So if you liked the video, I would love for you to give it a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed to Charlani TV, I would love it if you did. All right, we'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.